Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Good morning. Let's get started. Welcome to Morning Motivation, your daily dose of inspiration and empowerment. I'm your host, Jamar, and I'm thrilled to have you join us as we kickstart our day with positivity and purpose. So, whether you're here to seek motivation, connect with like minded individuals, or simply start your day on the right foot, you've come to the right place. And since you are in the building, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know. If you are first time, say hello. Or just first time catching the stream, shout out to everybody. Tell them hello. I promise they won't bite. They'll greet you warmly and friendly. And if you got thoughts or opinions, please feel free to share how you're feeling, what you're thinking. And today we are going to start a new topic. We're going to start a new topic. And this will also be the last show for the week because it's the end of budget season. Anybody who's worked around government, hey, D Rob. Everybody say hello to D Rob this morning. It's his first day. Shout out to my guy D Rob. But anybody who's worked around government knows June is a crazy month. So there's always meetings popping up. And the company that I'm with, we provide a lot of coverage for those government entities. And so there's meetings popping up all over the place. And I am running left, right, backwards, forwards, all over the place. And my time is so limited. As you guys notice, yeah, I almost didn't get a stream in this morning. So I think we're gonna do a full show today, but Friday we're hitting the road doing some things. So today will be the last show for the week. But I want to start today, and I want to introduce a new topic, one that we touched on throughout over the last 6-7 months, just briefly in some areas. But I want to talk about this morning the pursuit of happiness. What is happiness? Happiness is a complex word. It varies from moment to moment, person to person. But it's also the thing that will make you love a job or leave a job. I'm just not happy anymore. Love a relationship. Oh, this person makes me so happy. But also make you leave a relationship. I just wasn't happy anymore. The word happy, it's not a complex word in itself. It's 2 syllables. Love and happiness. For D-Rob always trying to make me sing. Bruh, come on, stop it, man. But happy, man. Oh, man. My first sip of coffee today. Oh, man, I need it so bad. Happy is one of those words that y'all heard my voice crack a little bit too, right? Yeah. Ah, man, it's one of those days. But anyway, we're here. We're here. And we're talking about happy. Before I do that, though, let me do my roll call real quick. Because I see y'all happy in the chat this morning. Y'all are doing y'all thing. And y'all being family. And I'm the only one that hadn't really spoke to nobody. So, shout out to that chick. Yo, shout out to Boo. What up, baby? Health Talk, my guy. Salute, D-Rob. Harvest Church International. Good morning, sir. Craig G. I know you're on the road, brother, but salute to you. And anybody that I may have missed, don't charge it to my heart. You know, it's totally a head thing. But good to see everybody doing good in the chat and having a good time, per usual. So y'all know this is a season of transition, and we talked on Monday about, on to the next, on to the next, and some of the things that causes us to be on to the next. Some of the things that we talked previously before that about bitterness and the seeds of bitterness, unmet expectations, feelings of injustice. And when you get that way, you go on to the next. And you see red flags and you quick to cut off people, relationships. Thank you guys for welcoming D-Rock to the group. Toronto Riggins in the building. What up, sis? And I truly believe that people, they go into those spaces of bitterness and they quick to change jobs, like they change their shirts, or they change cars or relationships or whatever. On to the next. Why? Because I think we're all in search for happiness. We all in search for this term called happiness. And we're looking for it all over the place. Yesterday, anybody who has a teenager who they've had to take who's had to go through driver's ed, put a one in the chat if you've had a child to go through driver's ed, or you have not too long ago been through driver's ed. And I'm asking this question because laws vary from state to state. But in North Carolina, you have to take Toronto Riggin says, dealing with a flood in my place this morning. Dang, sis. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Y'all let's send Toronto Riggins some peaceful, some peace vibes, some energetic vibes this morning. Because when you wake up to some mess like that, bro, it'll turn your whole day sour sometimes. And so today's show just might be right on time. The search for happiness, the pursuit of happiness. And so I am talking about driver's ed. And so the first part of driver's ed is you go through your book work and you learn the rules of the road, traffic signs, things of that nature. Then there's a permitting process where you get a permit. Once you pass the road test, the written test, you get your temporary permit. Then you take also a driver's ed where you get some practical road training. But then the second phase of that is now you have to wait, depending on the state. In North Carolina, it's 6 months to a year. It's 6 months to a year where you actually you can drive with your parents or with another licensed person. You can't drive after 9 o'clock. And you have to keep a log of all of your driving activity because you have to have so many hours. Which has changed because when I was getting my driver's license, you just had to take the test, the written test, and then the driving test. It wasn't no waiting a year, getting experience. It was none of that. Because honestly, most of us, I started driving when I was 12. My aunt would get drunk, and me and my cousin, we'd hop in her little Chevette, and we'd be going to the store. And so actually, I think he taught me how to drive now that I think about it. The same cousin that bailed me out of my first fight, same cut, man. We were honestly truly best friends back then. Wherever he moved, I was trying to get there. He was kind of my hero at the time, my big brother, so to speak, because he was the one that took the time to actually show me and guide me because my parents were trying to shelter me. And of course, as a kid, I ain't trying to be sheltered. Shout out to the kids. And so all of the mischief and stuff that I got into, he was normally somewhere in there, in that mix. Up until a point, and then I started doing my own thing and doing my own mischief and creating new friend groups and circles, and life happens. And so the third part of this driving test is going to the DMV for the final time, getting in the car with a DMV worker, instructor, and driving whatever course they have you drive, doing a 3-point turn and what have you. And so you guys know I've been working with my son Jordan, trying to get him his license, because the boy's just graduated high school. He's about to go to college and he ain't driving yet. And I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to run down this road every weekend, 2-3 hours to pick him up, to bring him home, or to take him this, or just to check in on him, So I'm trying to make sure he has everything that he needs skill-wise. And so we've been planning this thing for a couple of weeks. I hit him Monday night and said, hey man, I'm gonna pick you up in the morning about 8 o'clock. And we headed to Roanoke Rapids, which is an hour from the house. An hour. Why, you ask? Because every DMV in the Tri-County area, you're waiting 6, 7, 8 hours, depending upon where you are. I've seen people be at the DMV at 7 a.m. and not leave until 4 p.m. This is in Durham and in Raleigh. The surrounding areas, you can get there at 7:30. You might be out by 1 o'clock. And these are the smaller towns. And just every now and then, because, okay, in North Carolina, you can go to any DMV in the state. You don't have to go to the one in your city. Booked, exactly. And people, if you go to the website, there's 100 counties in North Carolina. 100 counties. And as you're going through the list to make an appointment, you're going to see not available, not available, not available, not available, appointments available. And then you look and see where it is, and there's always some town on the outskirts that's bordering the mountains or bordering the next state. Why? Because they're small towns. They're miles away from any major city population. And in small towns, life is slow. There's not as much happening. And so I went and checked in on a DMV, and the guy there told me, he said, I ain't trying to be funny, man, but if you go to Roanoke Rapids, you probably get in and get out a whole lot faster. Why? Because Roanoke Rapids, it's probably an hour and a half from Raleigh, the Raleigh-Durham area. It's the last city before you get into Virginia. And then even in Virginia, you can't go to a Virginia DMV, or they can't come to North Carolina. So all the people in that area are coming to the DMV. So we thought, I thought, let's do that. I show up that morning, pick him up, and I figured I'll let him drive. He's like, yeah. He come out the house. He's smiling. He grinning. The boy's happy. Toronto Rodriguez said, I've been waiting since March to renew my license. Finally have an appointment the 25th of this month. See, I'm not joking, y'all. So when you trying to deal with the DMV in this state, I don't know how other states are, but you're not happy. It's not a happy process. But going through the pain of the process to get what we want, I'm not sure if it makes us happy. It does, because it keeps us out of trouble. If our license is about to expire or has expired, if our tags are expired, and then we see them blue lights up in front of us or behind us, we get real anxious because we know we ain't right. So I guess in a sense, it does keep us at peace, which means we might be somewhat happy. So we driving this drive, and plus it's great father-son time. I'm all about bonding. I'm all about the moments as I get older with my children now. And so we're driving. He's driving. He's 10 and 2. D-Rod said, better not miss that appointment. So you won't get another one until November. Just how it is. But this guy, he's 10-2. He's he's like a Sunday driver. The speed limit say 55. He's doing 53. Now I hadn't showed him how to use cruise control yet, and so because trying to get his ankles and his feet used to the pressure of being at certain speeds. Trying to train him right, not trying to give him all the shortcuts. And so the speed limit is 55. He's driving. He's looking down. He's trying to see the GPS as well. He's looking at the road. Cars are passing us. Meow, meow. And I'm sitting there, and I'm a proud papa. I'm proud because I'm watching him all the training. He's applying everything that he's been taught. He's looking the part. He looks ready. Young Simba looks ready. I'm watching how he's paying attention to the road. He's looking at all the signs. We pull up in the lot. It's literally 4 cars in the lot. So I'm thinking, this was a good decision. But as we're getting out the car, he just hops out the car. He has his phone in his hand, closes the door, and I'm sitting there thinking, something is off. Did I forget to do something before I left the house? You have that feeling in your mind that something is off. Something is wrong. And not wrong in like a catastrophic way, but Toronto said, I feel like I'm riding dirty because you are. You are. If them lights ever get behind you, you got to answer some questions that you don't want to answer. And they don't want to hear no excuses. Well, sir, I made an appointment in March. Well, when did it expire? November last year. Hey, look. I can't even front. Me and my wife both was riding dirty. We didn't pay our car taxes. I think hers was due in September. Mine due in I think December. And neither one of them got them paid until probably March this year. So look, we get it. We get it. Yep. But anyway, so he gets out in front of the truck and he's looking at me. He's like, "What's up, Pop?" I'm like, "Ain't you supposed to have something?" And he was like, "Nah." And then the light bulb comes on. Oh. Yeah, mine was only about, a month and a half past due, but somebody was almost 6 months past due. I'm like, "Babe, you paid your car taxes yet?" "Oh, I forgot. I'll do it tomorrow. 2 months later, "Babe, did you ever get them car taxes paid?" "Oh, snap, I keep forgetting. I'm going to do it right now." "Hey, babe, my car taxes is due." "Yeah, but I haven't done mine yet." That's what my man is supposed to be doing. That's why I got married. Why should I be paying these things? So it was my fault. It was my fault. I didn't pay him. I didn't. So, but it won't happen again, boo. I'm sorry. I apologize. So anyway, the lights come on and he realizes, "Pop, I forgot my driving log." Now we done drove an hour. We done talked about everything under the sun. We done talked about the car he's getting. Man, we done talked about everything. And the whole time we're talking, neither one of us thought about his driving log. So I said, well, all we can do is go there and just see what they say. Y'all funny. Ooh, but true helpmate, sir. Hey. I said, see, son, this is why we need women right here. He's like, Pop, that's facts. That's facts. That's facts, Pops. That's facts. And so we went from super happy to kind of sad because we knew we were walking into a hopeless situation. Are they really gonna bend the rules for us? I guess we're gonna have to just wait and see. And so then we went from happiness to kind of like, kind of sadness because we know we're about to be making that long drive back to the crib. And then we walk in the door to DMV. Hold on, I gotta change the tone real quick. So we get out the car, and both of us I'm like, hey son, what I tell you about handling your business? My job is to get you there. My job is to get you there. Your job is to make sure you got everything you need so you can be successful. Now, I didn't say that, but in my mind, I said it. And in his mind, he heard it. And I know this, he said, dang, Pop, I messed up. Message, right? He got it. But look, I didn't do my part either, y'all. I can't even throw him under the bus because I didn't print out the insurance. I didn't have that printed. But because I'm a seasoned vet, I already knew what I was going to do. While he was taking the road test, I was going to go right across the street to the gas station. I was going to pay the clerk $50 to go in the back and print this email for me. Old school. I know how to get around. Unless there was a hotel, I think it was a hotel maybe 2 blocks down, where I could have just went to the business center, printed it out, been Gucci. So I had my plan. However, we could not formulate and recreate this driving log. So we both walk into the DMV with our heads kind of down. Dang, made that drive for nothing. And then we open the door, and what do we see? Oh, D-Rob, Harvest Church International. We saw 2 baddies. We saw 2 baddies sitting up in the DMV. Mama and daughter. Mama looked like she was probably about 41, 42. Daughter looked like she was probably about 18, 19. We walked in and we did the exact same thing. We opened the door, everybody look at the door. All we see is them when we first walk in. They look at us. We look down. We kind of look at each other. And we look to find where we could sit. And the only 2 seats there that were together or, not occupied was the 2 seats directly in front of them, facing them. I didn't say the baddest chick in the world, boo. I said 2 baddies. Just 2 baddies, right? And we sitting in there. And I'm on my phone. I look at him. He on his phone. I nudge him a little bit. He turned his head like, bruh. That chick, you say, you better stand in the corner. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not standing in the corner. Look, I spent too much time in the corner. Look, I was in timeout a lot. And so, all right. And so, Jordan is sitting in front of the mama. I'm sitting in front of the daughter. And they're on their phones as well. It's like nobody wants to look up because there's we obviously made some strong eye contact when we walked in because I think we caught each other off guard, right? Hey, Mark. Oh, shout out to Marquis, bro. Yes, sir. What up, Marquis? I'm about to be in trouble, dog. T-Rob said, hey, come here often. It was wild, bro. Because it was like, in that moment, that was the last thing we were expecting to see. Our thought process was one way, and we got visually shocked because they looked identical. It was just like a smaller version of the other one. Which, and I can imagine, they thought the exact same thing about me and him. And it wasn't awkward or anything. I did joke with him a little bit. And so head was down the entire time. Look, I wasn't making no googly eyes at nobody. I wasn't trying to get her attention. Jordan wasn't trying to get nobody's attention. But just to be in full transparency, when they got up, we did look. So we're talking about the pursuit of happiness right now. It was a great father-son bonding moment. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. It was some teachable lessons in here. Y'all teaching right now. Y'all teaching. Y'all teaching. Oh, snap.
You need a co-host this morning.
Shout out to my wife. She's the most beautiful woman in the world. Could you be the most beautiful girl in the world? Plain to see. Why y'all didn't tell me she was coming? Come on, America. Y'all knew she was coming, creeping in here on me. This is unreal. But okay. So, well, we in it now. So I gotta finish the story. Y'all know how I do. My heart don't pump no Kool-Aid. Just let me know if she come back. Shout out to you, boo. All due respect. So they called the young lady and her mom. They both was there for something. So they called both of them back at different times. So I guess they needed two different processes. And so they back there, and Jordan keep peeping around the corner. He's looking, and she's taking her picture, and she's giving him her driving log and everything. He looked back at me like, dog. Then they call our number. And we walk back there, and we walk through the gauntlet, and the lady that's sitting there, she already know what's about to go down, because apparently she's done this a time or two. So she's sitting there smiling at him like this ninja ain't got nothing in his hand. And they already know why we there. And I'm smiling like that nervous grin, and I'm kind of standing behind. I'm scared to sit down. One, because old girl was like sitting in the next seat. So I'm like, my wife was not like me sitting beside this chick, so I'm not gonna sit down. No, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Shout out to me. That's right. Love and happiness. I want to be happy because I love my baby. Woo. So she said, okay, yes, young man, I'm gonna need your permit. He's like, facts, I got my permit. Pow, slapped it to her. She said, and your printed driving log and your printed insurance. bless me. And he said, I left it at home. Can I just bring it back to you later? Can I just bring it back to you later? She said, no, sir. It has to be all in the same process. We got to make sure you're legal. And so we get up and we're about to take, she said, well, come back and see us anytime, though. We get up and we're about to make this walk of shame. And the girl, she look at him, kind of look back at him like this. He just like this. Head looking out the door. He's like, he got this whole force field up. I get in the car. I said, hey man, why you didn't get girl a number? He said, Pop, she probably ain't want my number right now because I'm irresponsible. Because I'm irresponsible. And he was mad about that thing. So we went from happy to sad to happy to sad. But he owned it. He owned all of it. It's my fault. I had it on my dresser. It was right there. I knew it. And I've been waiting for this for months, and I can't believe I left it. Pop, you shouldn't even have to tell me. I should have had it. And so he preaching the whole sermon to himself right now. And all I could think of was, I did a good job. His mom did a good job. Shout out. Shout out to the parents. Shout out to the parents. And in that moment, that drive was not a waste of time for me. Yes, I had 50 other things that I needed to be doing, but that drive was not a waste of time because he just learned a lesson. He made a mistake and he owned it. And now he got to wait another week before he can get them L's. I told y'all, he said he felt like a bum. His mama at work. He ain't got no job. He ain't in school no more. His girl ain't got no car. I gotta wait for somebody to take me to see my girl. Pop, this ain't real life. I gotta get my license. No, bruh, I'm telling you. Roanoke Rapids. Matter of fact, it was, let me give you the demographics. It was 4 people there. Oh man, that doggone sneeze didn't want to come out. I'm sorry. But it was 4 people working, and it was one test driver. One test driver. The lady on this side, booth 3, we went to her. She was probably maybe lighter, maybe I like mocha, maybe, a little lighter than caramel. Then there was another black lady on this side. She was probably about my complexion. And then there was a white guy in the desk right here. And then it was, I want to say he was a Hispanic guy. He was on the far desk on the back. So I think he was like booth number 1. And everybody was nice. When you walk in, you don't take a number. You just pull out your phone, you scan the code, you select what you're there for, and they assign you a booth based on that. So when you go to the booth, they already know what number you selected, so they know why you're there. And when she saw me, just like, matter of fact, she had the same reaction when she saw old girl and her mama walk in, then she saw me and Jordan walk in. She was like, damn, there's some nice looking people. And the kids are, oh man, she was probably having a proud moment, but they were nice though. They were very nice. She even said it nicely. I was surprised. I'm going to drive an hour back to go back next time because it was such a pleasant experience. They made me happy in that place. A couple different reasons. It was a good vibe in that place. Except this one lady came through coughing. Ha, 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 ha. It's all over the place. Ha, ha, ha. And so we go from this range of emotions to him finally owning it. And I had to own mine too. I said, son, I ain't had a printed insurance anyway. It was on my phone. I was going to show him my phone that you was, there. But, worst case scenario, I was going to go to the gas station and get a man a couple bucks, or go to the hotel and just go to the business center and print it. Um, there can only be two people in the car when they do the driving test. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little physical touch. I'm not opposed to it. I am not opposed to it. But we're talking about the pursuit of happiness. How is it that you can go from happy one moment, sad the next moment, be fire mad, 38 hot with the person you talking to, turn your back and another person show up and you like, hey. Man, ain't nobody scared. Oh, she said she's still watching. Why everybody got her back? This is morning motivation. I'm your host. Y'all supposed to have my back. Supposed to be us against the world. Y'all gonna do this to me? I'm putting cases on all y'all. And Markeith just gonna come in day one. Just throwing your boy up under the bus. That's all good though. It's all good. I was built for this. I was King Kong, ain't got nothing on me. Love you, boo. Have a good day at work. So that's one scenario. Love you too, babe. Boy, I tell you, I hit the lottery, bro. The jackpot. Well, she came with them stairs walking hard. She came with them stairs walking hard. I got a little nervous for a second. I'm like, damn, what did I say? Because, I'm always saying something. But, I'm just being honest. I don't believe in lying, bro. It's like the conversation I had with y'all is kind of some of the same, kind of, with my homeboys, they be a little bit more graphic. They'd be a little bit more graphic, but in nature, they're basically the same conversations. I can read the room sometimes, and sometimes, I don't mind kicking a hornet's nest every now and then, just to see what that stain feel like. Not often. Not often. I don't kick many hornet's nests anymore. Getting too old to be kicking hornet's nests. But that's one scenario. I'm with my son who's at the beginning of his journey. I appreciate you, Marquis. That's right. Okay. All right. See, you know what? I'm feeling good now. I just want to be honest. Shout out Brianna for running interference. Great wing daughter right there. But he's at the beginning of his journey. He's becoming a man. Every day he's becoming more and more of a man. He's understanding. Every day he's understanding more and more about what it means to be an adult, what it means to take responsibility for your life, your plans. And his life is really just beginning. And so I'm proud. I'm happy. Now I want to shift gears for a few minutes. Sisterhood, I might need a little help on this one. Because Mama P is at the other end of that spectrum. She's at the other end of that spectrum. And she my mama, y'all. So she's always had a little bit of authority over me, And I say a little bit, like, very purposeful. Because I've defied her at every point in my life. I mean, I was that rebellious kid. She told me one day, you better not go to school and show your ass to this teacher. I said, oh, okay, so go to school and show my, okay. So what I do, I went to school and I did a pure D fool. And so they called her and they said, no, Miss, I think it was Miss Williams? I think it was my third grade teacher. Miss Williams said, what is wrong with you today? My mom told me, my mama told me, don't come to school and show my ass, so I'm showing my ass. So you acting because and don't say ass. You showing up because your mama told you not to? Yep. So of course, let me call Miss Glover. Miss Glover, Jamon is in here showing his behind. You said you told him not to, so he gonna do it. And she's like, what? I could feel the hair on the back of my neck stand up when they were on the phone. And so she came to school. And I'm like, had to make a hard decision that day. Third grade now. Now, by this time, I'd have been in like 3-4 fights, maybe. I did slap my teacher, though. I mean, my hand accidentally hit my teacher's face in kindergarten. So I've been fighting for a minute. I ain't never been no pushover. And so I'm making the decision. Because back then, you could spank kids in school. And I said, if she hit me in front of my friends, what am I going to do? If she hit me in front of my friends, if she try to whoop me in front of my class, what am I going to do? Time out for 1 second. D-Rob said, I'll definitely go back with you. Make sure I got to get the haircut and a new polo. Yes, sir. Bro, Cat got your tongue when she walk in the room, looking over your shoulder like a little. See, Auntie Canada, what you doing, man? Ain't no cat got my tongue. Anybody scared of the sisterhood? When they gone? Oh man, but not for real though. So I'm having to make this decision. If she hit me in front of my friends, if she pull off her belt and try to beat me in front of my classmates, I got a reputation right now. Everybody know I'm not the one that you mess with. And I'm not saying it on no cocky stuff. But what I'm saying is, all I ever wanted was to be left alone. If you can't love me, leave me alone. Don't try to, I'm tired of being hurt. So I would attack anybody that I thought was trying to hurt me. But now my mama coming to the school. And I just put out the challenge. You better not go to school and show your I'm gonna do it. What you gonna do? I'm calling her bluff. And all I heard her say was, okay, Miss Glover, you on your way? Heart is racing. Get the little bead of sweat coming down your forehead. Because I know my mom, she talk a lot of noise. And in my mind, she's probably coming to back up with these words that she been spitting. Whew. So let's just vault back in the office and let's see if the cat don't have your tongue. Wait. You know what? Where you at, boo? Walk back up in here. I'm gonna say what I'm saying. I'm just playing, baby. I know you're going to work already. Go ahead. I'm just joking. Y'all ain't finna call my bluff either, baby. I know. I'm just playing, baby. Go on to work. Love you, girl. Yeah, she just pulled it off though, for real. But anyway, so because I remember when I was in second grade, I got spanked by the principal, and my mom was right there watching them. She okayed it. She said, yeah, I'm gonna paddle him, Miss Glover. Is that okay? Yep, go ahead. I'm gonna be right there with you. So my mom is sitting out against the door, and the principal got that little paddle. Pop! Pop! And I'm like Denzel on Glory. You ain't gonna break me. Cause you turn this car around, you're gonna be late to work. Cause I'm gonna tell Brianna to go in her room. I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna take you in our room. I'm gonna close the door behind me ever so softly. And then I'm gonna turn the lock. And then what I'm gonna do to you for the next 3.5 minutes, girl, gonna blow your mind. Woo! Keep playing with your boy. Keep playing with your boy. I'm a savage. I'm a whole savage over here now. Give you the best 3.5, 4 minutes of your life. Oh man. So my mom came up to the school and she looked me dead in my eyes. But it was different this time. I think this was the first time my mom realized that my son might be crazy. He might be crazy. So she didn't put her hands on me, so I didn't have to make no hard decisions. Because honestly, I don't know what I would have done. I really don't know. I would love to say, oh, I wouldn't have done nothing. 3.5, maybe even 4. Miss Parker, Miss Parker. Why can you say facts? Oh man. But so I've okay, baby, my bad. That's my bow, y'all. That mean, hey, wrap it up, bro. You're taking this a little too deep. All right, so my mom, man, she's had a bit of a journey. And those of you know, y'all, thank you for your prayers and everything. You know, my mom, she's in hospice services right now, and she's been dealing with, you know, cancer for the last 7, going on 8 years now. D-Rob was wild, bro. D-Rob, wild. I ain't gonna even repeat that one. Oh, that's wild. And so she's been on her journey, and her emotions go from day to day. She'll wake up and she's not feeling any pain. I mean, she's on like really strong pain meds. She has a nurse that comes through twice a week. She has a social worker from the hospice services. Is a chaplain. So somebody's coming through all the time throughout the week. All the time throughout the week. And she's tired. She's in pain all the time. And she was happy when she first got here. She was grateful to realize that, you know, all the seeds that she's sown and the children that she's raised have, you know, stepped up and been what she thought that we were going to be. And she loves how we all work together to, you know, attend to her and make sure she has what she needs, and that she don't have to worry about anything, you know, unnecessary stress. But then she have those days. She has those days when she wants to get in the car and drive. But she can drive, but it's not really good for her to be trying to drive and to be on the road. And, you know, there's a lot of complications that happen. But she's tired of also sitting in the house and being checked on all the time and poked and prodded. And there's life still happening outside, you know. And she want to be outside, quite honestly. But the stage in life she's in, it's just not, it's not a lot of advantage anymore, other than to just see stuff. And then with my schedule, my wife's schedule, with my brother and my sister's schedules, we don't have time to just drop what we're doing all the time, most times, and go get her where she needs to be. Or what she would like to be. You know, she always get where she need to be. But if she just want to go to the store just to look for 2 hours and grab some eggs, we don't have 2 hours to stand around, walking around the store looking at stuff. Her friends come over whenever they can, and family comes over whenever they can or want to. And there is no shortage of support and love and appreciation for her. But in all of that, she has keyed on the one thing that she can't have or she can't do, and she's now making that the biggest thing. And so she'll go from happy to sad, from happy to sad, happy in this moment, sad in the next moment. Why do we do that? Why do we search through this haystack trying to find the one bad needle? Why do we snatch defeat from the jaws of victory? We got a person in our life that's 80, 90% amazing. But if we could just get that other 10%, and so now we're unhappy. I don't know if I was talking to somebody or I heard it, but it was, the discussion was around the fact of why people shouldn't have sex before they get married. And it resonated as a real thing for me. Because sex is a very critical part of relationships. And so when you start having just random encounters with people, you run across some people that are very good at it. And then you run across people that maybe not as good as this other person, but y'all just fit better. His hook, his curve hits the right spot every time. May not be as gifted as this guy or this girl, but the way our bodies are made, they fit perfectly together. So the experience is amazing. But this guy is super arrogant and this guy is super toxic. And when then you meet the nice guy or the nice girl, but because they were never a freak of the week, because they only got two bodies, they're not nearly as experienced as this other one. And so now this person, they're loving, they're kind, they're attentive, they do everything that you ever wanted. But because you've gotten used to the freakaleaks in the world, you can't be happy with them because of that one thing, and they just don't have the experience. So I thought that was an interesting conversation, because certain things kill our happiness. Some things make us happy. And I'm not going to be like the typical guy and say happiness is an emotion. I mean, it is, but it's much more complex than that. Happiness is something that we're all searching for, and it may mean different things to different people. But there's this pursuit of it. Okay, let me give y'all a little backstory on Marquise real quick. Hold on. I've known Marquise for years, right? But I've only known him, for the most part, in a professional capacity. So I'm not sure he's ever seen this side of me. So my bad. And yeah, I know some days. And so this is what happens, y'all. When I'm tired, my filter, my self-filter is very low when I'm tired. So I just want to give a little bit of a disclaimer. And sometimes I do a little bit more edgy conversation sometimes, just because I want people to understand that just because I do personal development or motivation, I'm not a a what you would consider a square or a goody two shoe or somebody who has not ever gotten it wrong, and that I'm this perfect person, because that is so far from the truth. I'm only as passionate as I am about what I am, and I only as dedicated as I am because I've been through so much BS. I've been through so much fire. I've made so many mistakes, and I am recovering. I'm healed and recovering at the same time. And so I will listen to Stomp. I will now behold the Lamb, right? And then throw that in a circle, right? It's like ratchet and righteousness is my life. It's like I am a very complex individual, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not apologetic about it. It is who I am. And sometimes I can read the room, and sometimes I don't care. I am what I am. So Marquise, my brother, hope we still gonna be friends after this. Matter of fact, might even be better friends after this, because now you can be like, man, I really ain't like that. But anyway, guys, this is what we're gonna be talking about probably most of next week. The pursuit of happiness. The pursuit of happiness. Finding the elusive thing that I think we're all searching for in some shape, form, or fashion. Some of us look for it in people. Some of us look for it in career and in family. I mean, happiness means so many different things to so many different people. And we want to explore it, because if we don't have a proper understanding of what happiness truly means to us and how it affects our life, we lose. You know how many good people I've lost along the way? You know how many good people I've inadvertently hurt because I wasn't happy? Now, things did work out for me in the end, but how many people missed their person already because they weren't happy with one thing? Because they couldn't get past a thing from a previous relationship that made the rope in this new relationship even shorter. Old unmet expectations, bitterness. It's all one thing. I try to weave these things together individually and then pull them all together, because they're all components of a much bigger picture. And happiness is that thing that we're all looking for. And so we're going to really dig more into this happiness, what happy is, starting next week. I'm going to try Monday, but like I said, we traveling this weekend, and I'm not sure what time we're getting in. I'm not sure what time we're going to get in Sunday night, Monday morning. So there may or may not be a show on Monday, but if not, I will definitely be there on Tuesday. But like I said, I'll update you on the Facebook app. I'll definitely keep you updated. So, happiness, the pursuit of it. I've learned that I have to manage my idea of happiness. Meaning I had to define it for me. What happiness looks like for me. And I have to be at peace with that, because sometimes you don't always get everything that you want. But if I can get small pieces here, small pieces there, and build upon that, I can build a foundation that will give me what I'm looking for. But I don't expect it from one person. I don't expect it from one opportunity. There's not one thing that's going to bring you complete happiness. Happiness truly is going to be a lifestyle. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it starting next week. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to Marquise, man. Appreciate you chiming in and jumping straight in the chat, my guy. So hope ain't no DMVs where y'all going. I likes that. Oh, you know what? Shout out to Marquis. Yep. No. Well, It might be one DMV close, but I'm not even stepping foot in there. And Jordan not gonna be with me, so it's all good. I'm gonna have my baby with me. My baby gonna be with me, y'all. And they gonna look at them like, look at that power couple over there. Looking all black and chocolate and sexy. We gonna make people happy when we walk in the room. T-Rob said, when I get to Florida, I expect a date for this in-person meetup. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm actually working on it, and I'm working on it, and got you. And I'm gonna try to make it a time when you can get there, because I know football season is fast approaching. What time is it? Oh, gotta make stuff shake this morning, guys, gentlemen, ladies. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel for more empowering content. And don't forget to share this video with anyone who could use a little morning motivation. Until next time, have an amazing day. Keep striving for greatness. I will definitely see you guys next week. If you want to buy your boy a cup of coffee, it's pinned to the top of the chat. Appreciate you for all your kindness and your contributions. Thank you for all that you do. Y'all go out and have a great day. It's hump day, y'all. The week is almost done, so let's start gearing up to finish strong. All right, I'm out for real this time. Y'all be blessed. Have an amazing day. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.